Welcome. This is David Bowles, Human Meme. Today's topic: education versus allegiance. We are often faced with making a choice between two opposite diversions. Up or down, right or wrong, murder or muck-duck. Sometimes these choices are clear and simple, and other times the dangers are more temptingly stark between the blurring line of the choice. We have historically decided as a people to make the division between heart and soul insufferable. We are both emotion and intellect, and we shall not choose between the two. But must that always be true? What about the difference between thought and loyalty, mind and country, friend, family, foe? Any difference at all? And so, my human meme friend, that is what brings us home here to the topic of this podcast episode. We are often forced by allegiance and circumstance to pick between our pledges and our diversifying vows. Education brings us closer to the ideal of the human condition. Independent thinking enlightens our thought and tempers our logic. Learning brings us all together and creates a hive mind. A hive mind of expectation and availability of options. One thing follows another. Everything flows. And that's a good thing, because included in that hive creation is a shared morality and a strong sense of a united community. There is power in knowing. But we also are very well aware there are dark forces all around us. And those dark forces do not want us getting along, or thinking alike, or sharing, or defying the bounds of gravity. And those forces want you to make a choice, force a choice, between you, the self, and the greatness of the country you serve. A country built on allegiances and vows and faiths that consists of family, foes, and vested interests, all demanding a separation of people into unequal notions of an unfit mind. And so, how do we as a community fight back against those who choose to set up false allegiances against us, forcing a Hobson's choice between the cogent self and self-defeating fealty? Yes, there is power in creating belief and enforcing it. And that's the choice the evildoers want to make against us. They ask us, are you with me and the country, or are you with yourself and your friends? And when we answer with the affirmation of our thoughts, and the shining example of our private allegiances, we are condemned for being selfish and foolish. But there is a difference between kissing sacred ground and licking the ring of the king. If we are going to seriously discuss the base of belief, then we must also, in the next breath, also discuss the force of faith. And we need to reveal how our faith in each other, in country, in God, in everything that flows, is questioned and manipulated by those who do not know us or care about us. And if you want to put someone back on their heels the moment you meet them, ask them about their faith. But ask them about their faith in an accusing way, not an affirmative way, so they have to defend their faith to you. And you'll begin to quickly see the effects of rage and despair, and danger and tension unfolding before you. Because, you see, faith is not allowed to be confronted or questioned by outsiders without furious repercussion and punishment. A tepid defense of a faith is no faith at all. And we are born into our faiths, and we are not to consider them separately from what others believe we were born to be. To question faith is to tap into the very foundation of what others think makes us a cautious and conscious being. If we are not our plural faiths, and if we are not our paths to our predestiny, then what are we? I saw a funny cartoon the other day. 2 surgeons were removing a cancerous tumor from a patient in an operating room. And Jesus was standing there in the operating room between the 2 surgeons, and Jesus was pointing to the cancer they were removing, and Jesus said, "Wait a minute, I put that there." And that, the lesson of the cartoon, my human meme friend, is how belief and faith both control and condemn us. We are bound by consternation. Jesus made us just the way we are until we decide we are not, and we change our nose, we cut out the cancer, we become this other thing instead of the thing we were born to be. And in the end, does any of this matter? Do we have free will or not? Is cancer a gift from Jesus? Or is cancer a punishment of judgment against us as a test of faith? Or are the surgeons doing the cancer removal the real gift from God? Can we ever know? Do we even care to know? And so, my human meme friend, we return to this question of the mind, a question of schooling, thought, analysis, logic, education, all stacked against the question of allegiances. Allegiances of nation, faith, God, and the flag. Are we of our own mind, standing with others who share our delights? Or are we meant to merely be a party of expectation, where we go along to get along, as long as in the end we get what belongs to us? In the battle between education and allegiance, we must always fight for the path forward that offers the greatest expansion of invention, thought, anticipation, and love. love for the undiscovered and the yet to be known. Thank you for listening. Be a human meme.